All right, so Pig Latin is definitely challenging. Congratulations. So this one here starts with a list of words, and a word is randomly selected from that list, and they have a function here that inserts a random character into it. So some things to think about. There's a variable here called alpha, which contains the lowercase alphabet. We have an in word, which is going to be some word from this list that was included with the script up there. We're going to pick a random place. We're going to pick a random letter from alpha, is what the next line does here. And we're also going to pick a random position in the random word that was chosen. So there's a lot of randomness goes on here. So we pick a word, we pick some letter from the alphabet, we pick some position in a word like college, and then we basically slap the new letter in there. That's all it does. So with that information, so I'm going to go to the insert here. So the insert procedure here is going to have an out string because it needs to make a new word with an extra letter. You can't just stick a letter in an existing word. Scratch doesn't have that ability. You have to make a loop to do that. They're using the repeat length, which we've used several times for strings now. And what they're doing is they're grabbing the character in our loop here. So first character, second character, third character. If the position of the character that we're on matches the randomly selected position earlier, then we're going to slap in that new random letter. Otherwise, we're just going to keep putting the word back together. Okay, so that's all this does here. It just rebuilds the word one letter at a time until it gets to the special location where it's going to slap in the random letter, and then it finishes building the word. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is run this a few times just to see what it's doing. Think about the repeat and then the if inside, if it does what I claim it's going to do. And what I'd like you to do is you don't need to modify the insert. What I would like you to do is try to modify the main block of the script here so two random letters are thrown into the word. And to do that, again, you don't have to modify the insert procedure. You just got to make a few additions to this when flag is clicked block here. So you get two random letters in random spots in one of the selected words. And the rest of this script, that the forever part here, all that is doing is to test, once you're shown the word, can you come up with the correct word? So I'm just going to run that to show it. Let's variables, hide the word list, blow this up. And if I hit the flag, it's going to generate a random letter, stick that random letter in a random spot in kind of a random word. And then I have to guess, oh, I think that's the word house. And either I get it correct or not. If I get it wrong, like maybe I thought it was oh, Zeus. It's going to say, sorry, try again. That's not it. Oh, fine, it's house. And then it's going to say, good job. So again, your goal here is to rewrite it so that instead of just throwing one random letter in, like this A is randomly dropped into mountain right there, to drop another random letter in somewhere else. Okay. And again, this one is much easier. It's, oops, let's get out of here. All you need to do that is modify this. You don't necessarily have to modify the insert procedure. But that is another option. I think that's the harder way to do this, in my opinion. All right, so if we had time, which we're just about out of, the other thing I hope to have time in class for was, I thought in the book, this is worth looking at. So if you are, it's the unscramble script, which I think is right before Pig Latin. Let's pick Latin. Did I lie? Unscramble. It's on page 193. I would take some time between now and the next class to take a look at that. It's an interesting script. It's got a few different parts. So I'll talk about it a little bit in the next class, and then we'll talk about the homework problems next class. All right. If you're stuck on Pig Latin, let me know. I can give some more tips on either one of the three options for that. Otherwise, have a great day. I will see you on Thursday, if not sooner.